The Shuswap Environmental Action Society, also known as SEAS, has been the Shuswap's environmental watchdog since 1989. Our first successful campaign was getting rid of the region's polluting waste dumps. We then focused on the destructive impacts of forestry, including this massive landslide that sent debris and silt down the Anstey River. We published 3 educational newspapers in the early 90s that included a sustainable stewardship plan, long before provincial land use planning began. We explored Shuswap's wilderness, hugging many old-growth trees, and we established a good rapport with local First Nations. SEAS volunteers built trails into proposed parks to help promote protection. Our 16-minute documentary video, Shuswap Wild, helped raise public awareness that eventually led to the protection of over 25,000 hectares of new provincial parks in the Shuswap, including the Upper Seymour River Valley and its ancient interior rainforests, home to grizzlies and caribou, and the wild Anstey Arm and Hunnequa Lake, which is likely one of the largest protected low-elevation wilderness lakes in Western Canada. We helped with the campaign to stop sewage effluent lake outfalls that led to a permanent ban. We worked with many partners, including governments, to create the first ever map of our watershed. And when it was published as a poster, we celebrated with a week of events, including a conference and a songwriting contest. In 2008, our focus turned to a proposed foreshore RV, condo, and marina development adjacent to the mouth of the Adams River that posed threats to the world-famous salmon run. We held rallies on the lakeshore and in Salmon Arm that drew hundreds of supporters. This campaign, which received national media coverage, successfully halted the rezoning. However, the developer carried on with marketing. The scheme to lease storage sheds with RV lots on a property that includes many riparian areas that flood yearly was eventually nixed by the courts. The former development is now in receivership, and it will be run this summer as the Cottonwood Family Campground. Although it has been heavily modified over the years, it remains a magnificent site with one of the best beaches on Shuswap Lake. The company that holds the mortgage has stated in the court petition that it intends to sell the campground. The time is now ripe, and very soon a major effort will begin to raise the millions of dollars needed to purchase this one-of-a-kind Shuswap property. There are 12 hectares here, with hundreds of meters of spectacular lakeshore that provide stunning views to the east of Shuswap Lake and the surrounding hillsides. At stake here is our iconic sockeye salmon, as the freshwater estuary between the Cottonwoods and the mouth of the Adams River provides critical spring habitat for millions of salmon fry after they emerge from the river gravel. The former developer left over 60 buoys in this estuary, which encourages motorboats and increases the possibility of fuel spills that could harm the salmon fry. Spring freshet water once flowed through the property, and if it can be added to Roderick Haigbaum Park, a restoration of this natural watercourse and planting of native plants will help improve the habitat for salmon, trout, and other species. Most Shuswap residents are very enthusiastic about purchasing the land and adding it to the park, not only for the conservation benefits, but also for the economic boost this would provide to the local economy. To learn more about this project, visit www.seas.ca. Thank you.